Where did it all begin? Tired of seeing my face, tired of watching my videos, tired of life, tired in the morning, tired at work, tired on the way home. Honey, I'm tired. I want to take a nap. Then it's time for bed, and you get up and you're tired again. And you're tired and you change the tires on your car for all the seasons. So for all the seasons you have all the reasons to be tired. And we're fed up. Either it's with this or with that. We can never explain what we're fed up with, but we just don't like it. But we don't want to make that change. We don't understand what that change might mean. You see, evolution of oneself is making that change. And eventually the change happens, whether you're forced into it or you create it yourself. Evolution is in everything. Everything moves on. You are the avatar. You go to work, you are an avatar. You put your hands in, you shut your mouth, you do the job. You are the avatar. You are not allowed to speak. You are binding for with the contract. You have shaken hands. You have a job. Who are we? We open the game, we play the game. The game ends. We're both totally upset. But it's the pieces that did all the moves. But we have to be the mind. So our minds are all sick. They're never happy. It doesn't matter what we have, because once we have it, then we're never happy again. Happy, 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 the eighth letter of heaven of the angels, of all the people, of the birth, of the beta world. Are we happy? H8, A1, PP32, would be 40, and Y would be 65. Equals to 65, which is the age of retirement. 6 by 5 is 30, which means you've been in the 3 worlds of Zion. 6 and 5 is the angel spirit and yourself on this earth. 65, happy. What I'm going to get to next is something I also create. I've created games out of anything. And I took the roulette board, and I don't know if you can take a look. See those numbers? That's how they set up. Not on the wheel, on the board. So what I did is I added up the blacks, 12 up and down, the reds, 12 up and down, and it's pretty funny. I don't have any answers right now, but when I went up and down on the 12, I came out to a total of 108, which divides by 2 and makes 54, or 2 decks of cards, or you can use it as the angel spirit. The other one, the second row, comes up to 148 in black. Split that in half, you got Jesus 74, the cross, angel and God. You take the third row at 78, you split that in half, you got 39. You got the 3 births in all the worlds. That means you're reborn again. Okay, 3 by 9 is 27. So you're godlike, because God is 72, you're 27. So you're godlike from the beta world. You're a beta god, okay, in your world. So then I did across the reds and the black, and again I come up with very mysterious numbers that match, and it's just very odd because it's not actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, red, black, red, black. It doesn't work that way in the roulette wheel. There's a technique that made out this game. Look at the rules on both sides, put them together, separate the differences, and what will you have? You'll have an answer to a question. You haven't even thought of the question yet. So when you see the answer, well, it's not like on Jeopardy because we don't know what the question is, but we do have an answer. What is that answer? Give everything a number. We have to make everything match. So that shirt in the background is 7286. My lamp is 3184. My radio is 2162. So now I know if I find anything else with 2162, I can relate it to my radio. If I find anyone with, what is it, 31, 34, 31 for the lamp, well then I can compare it to the lamp. But if I find anything at 7286, well, I can compare it to MrTacpans's. You see, it's all in the value of how you dissect. You have to create a rule. You got to play the same game. Each one has the same rule. Okay, when you change games, you can change rules. Different scenario. Then at the end, my radio, my lamp, and my shirt each have a number. So you got to go back to basics, and you're going forward and backwards. And there's not always one simple answer. In fact, if you find only one answer, it's not valid. Okay, it has no legs to stand on. And in God's world, you need at least 4. Okay, you need 4 legs in God's world. And God backwards is God. Why 4 legs? because each corner should stand up on its own. Saying that this world that is a dice cube um, is based on, oh my god, oh, I lost for words. Oh, I'm like one of those other terrible videos, eh? Anyways, we're going to move on, and I'm going to skip a couple of pages. I wrote over here, I'm just going, over things. I haven't been able to get on. My video is down. I don't know why. But does it really make a difference? I'm back. Is this what you want to see? Or would you rather I be washing my hair and shaving half my beard and pretending I'm God? I'm not. Can't you see? I'm like you. I guess. Actually, I guess quite often. And I guess usually wrong. But that's okay. I correct myself. My hopes, my wants. Have you ever heard of the word poverty? Poverty has a letter count, okay? P16, O15, P22, E5, R18, Y25, the crossroads between the rich and the poor. P of the people of the old world, O from whence we hatched. D is the life that we live in the electronic world, of E of the rebirth into the Y world. The total 121. 11 times 11 or 11, 11. Poverty, 11, 11. 6 and 5, against Angel Madness, the 11. Poverty, 121. Okay, I'm going to go on here to the dice, another game I made up some rules for. I have answers. I mean, they're all numbers, but my mind tells me I know something's there. I just know, I just believe myself. You have to believe yourself a little bit. Believe in something. When you believe in nothing, nothing is good enough. When you believe in something, you try it again. It's funny that sometimes we go and we do things and we strike out and strike out and strike out, yet we continue to do them. Like games, we lose, but we play again and again, and we gamble and we lose, and man is always striving for the better. For the better of whatever? Does he know any better? Is it a constructive when and wherever, whatever? Do not forget the games you play and the rules that work out the game. Thus, these rules turn us into avatars of each game. Choose a player, take the dice. Thus a bet and the dice, and you're in the game. Take your dice, throw the dice. You are the avatar. You are the one throwing the dice, but they are only using your money and your hands. They want nothing more to do with you, and the dice are never unhappy. Okay? Thus you are only the banker, or one who banks the winnings. So therefore the man who collects the money is the banker, or the one who collects the winnings. Therefore the dice can still roll sevens. Doesn't mean the banker is happy. In this game, you don't want to be the banker. Regardless, how man walls, man. Yes, no matter how many times man strikes out, he always comes back to the plate to bat. Where am I? Why are animals more receptive than man? Because they are connected to the spirit and sworn to secrecy. That's why they changed the way animals speak, because if they spoke in our language, they tell us the truth of God. And we have to learn, because we're the last animal on earth. We're the stupidest animal of them all. The only way to create us is to take a little bit of all the other animals, put it in that DNA tube, and then try and create us. Well, then why are we not like God? Because we're of the soul. We're on the earth. We're born from the greens of the grass, from what's underneath. God is in the heavens. Don't forget, our worlds are like bipolar. Okay? You can't have it there and here. It's got to be a yin and a yang. It's separated and intertwined at the same time. Another thing I was going to talk about, but most of this stuff is codes, is what is the value of a joker? And you usually like to think that the value of a joker is 10. Because if you split it up in 10 parts, every part is worth 0.1. and it's the one we need for the Spirit Connect to return to the heavens. So check the games you're playing, and if there's more than 10 people, study that game, the laws and the rules, and I'm quite sure in that game there's going to be quite a good piece of information, because I haven't found one yet, but I'd like to find it. And that's a game with when you play 10 players or more. Okay, because when the Joker that you rate as 10, okay, has 11 players, that Joker gets divided up 11 times. You want to know about Agent 99? Well, those are births in all the worlds. You come into the world of birth, you leave the world of birth. 99, Agent 99, who have now died. Oh, I'm sorry. Africa, oh my God. Something's in Africa. We've got the water in Brazil. Rabbi, Arab, whatever it is. Anyways, I'm just going to get off subject right now. It's 11 minutes gone. I had enough. I prepared a lot of stuff, but like usual, I get lost. Oh, now we're back to the plums. The jack clubs and the jack of hearts, they both have a feather or a leaf. And that means there's a connection between the two in the heavens. God showed us life in games. How else was he going to tell us? Send us a letter? We would never believe. He'd come in front of us all, and then once he went away, we'd be just the same way we are. You see, it's so far since we had the chance to really see the truth of the way the world was. We only learn from books and history. So we can't grasp it. But when God comes again, and in 6,000 years, the people will say the same thing I'm saying. Because it's been too long. So we don't know the truth. But you know what? It's better to live by the 10 laws than to break the 10 laws and have a hard time living. Don't forget the world you live in is the correctional center. And they have correctional institutions. So in this world, you follow some rules, regardless of whether you like them or not. It's the way it is. When the game comes to an end, God will come down and set the cards straight. And then we'll start over again. Maybe next time it'll be different. But don't forget, you're not the only one. What? Is it 70% of the population is in debt? Or is it 90% of the population that's in debt? So there's a few richies. Richie riches. Comic books, crazy, richie riches. And others are sad sacks in the bag, almost like Homer Simpson. Marvel Comics, everybody wants to be a superhero that has all that money. What else are we going to do? Archie? Well, sure. All the kids with rings in their nose and rings on their toes? Well, sure, Archie's in. Popeye and Olive? Well, Olive Garden, she was here first. She was the olive one. We were the white ones. And boy, it took a lot to change us. Say we still ain't got no soul. That's why the white man was first. Because it's going to take him a hell of a lot longer to get any soul or catch up to anyone else. But then again, he may have been last, because who needs a white man first anyways? White men can't jump. Anyways, that's just a little joke. Don't worry, I have nothing against the difference in skin color. Absolutely not. In fact, sometimes I don't even know what color I am. I'm blind, see. I'm blind, I don't look at certain things because they don't make no difference. What's it going to do to me? Reflection? Oh, please. You see that guy in the background? You know what color he is, that guy? He's peach. You don't see anybody saying anything about that shirt. Hey man, your shirt, that guy is peach. He's got a lightning bolt splitting his head, and he's got a splitting headache, and he's got a bow tie on top. He's playing the Rubik's Cube, and he can't think of anything else. He's got a splitting headache. Anyways, guys, I am MrTacpans's, the only MrTacpans's. I wish I can get this all straight and give you the information as I get it, or as I make it up. It's not only what I think, it's what I believe, and it's things that just come to the top of my mind, so I let them go. Where can I put them? I've already done 3,000 pages. Writing is a lot more harder than you think. And then again, the mind is the most difficult thing in the world. Take care, I thank you and appreciate you watching. Stay tuned for the next. I am MrTacpans. I am 7286. I am Rubik's Cube.